Sir, we were unable to acquire the droid on Jakku.
Okay, no problem. Here's what we're going to do.
I'm sorry, sir? I didn't quite get that.
Okay. What about now? Is this good?
I'm sorry, I really just can't understand you through the
Alright. How about now?
Not really.
How about now?
No.
How about now?
Uh-uh.
How about now?
Nope.
Now.
Could you just take off the mask? I mean, you don't really need it, right?
What is going on, you guys? It's Chris, aka the Nerd Dad. Before we get started, I just want to say welcome and thank you to all my new subscribers. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Go ahead. I'll wait. Did you subscribe yet? Now, I know it's been a while since the last time I posted a video, and I'm so sorry for that, you guys. I truly apologize. I just have so much going on, and it's just, I didn't have like the energy and time to really push out these videos. And, you know, things have gotten better. Things are more prioritized, and I'm ready to bring you guys some more content. So it was time for me to bring you guys this new video. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for quite some time now, about a year ago, I did post a video on my new Kylo Ren lightsaber that got converted by Brian over at Pit Force 5. Brian took the saber and really made it his own and made it as screen accurate as possible. He also installed it with a CFX board. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that is I sold that lightsaber a few months after I got it, and at first I didn't regret it. After a couple months went by, I started to regret it and I wanted another one. After selling my lightsaber, I was actually pretty bummed out. So what I did is I went ahead and reached out to Brian again, and unfortunately, he didn't get back to me, which is very unfortunate, and it is what it is. So what I did is I went into the lightsaber group off of Facebook, took some time to scroll there and try and find the right Kylo Ren lightsaber, and everyone was raging about the KR Sabers Krorssguard. Now, I know SB Sabers came out with their own, the Darkness V2, I believe, and that price was just way too high for me, and that was something I wasn't wanting to spend all that money on. So I settled I wanted to get a KR Krorssguard. Now, in order for me to get a KR Krorssguard, I had two options. Either A, I would have pre-ordered it, smart move, or B, get it secondhand. A was not gonna happen because all the pre-orders were gone. There was no way for me to get one. Luckily, I found one secondhand and it came in and it was beautiful. Now, this is the hilt I ended up getting. It is already heat stained, it's already painted, semi-weathered, and it just came perfect and it was beautiful. I did get it empty, and I did get it installed. And who installed it? Of course, Jeremy over at Solar Saber. So Jeremy took this, installed it with the Proffie V2, and I'm super happy with the way it came out. So without further ado, you guys, let's take a closer look. All right, you guys, so here is a closer look of the KR Sabers Krorssguard. It already came painted, and the coiling's already stained, heat stained. I wish it was a little dirtier, so it came out more like the Force Awakens, but you know, it is what it is. It came the way it did, and it's still a beautiful hilt. Like I said, Jeremy did install this, and you can hear very nice tactile feel to it. He went ahead and added the wire holders as well, and then also the wires. Now, my old one does not compare to this one. This is beautiful and it's nice and heavy, feels like a lightsaber. Now, there was a couple issues that I ran into with this hilt, was the blade plug. This was the blade plug it came with. You can see it's black and it had a little design, all that nice, and the inside looks nice, looks great. The detail's great. Now, the thing that sucked was the actual acrylic that they use. I'm not sure what it is about it, but it was definitely thicker than the diameter of the side blades. And once you put it in, you couldn't get it out. And that happened to me. I couldn't get it out, so I went ahead and got some needle nose pliers, and I wrapped it in electrical tape, and I pulled it out. There was no other way. So I went ahead and got a Dremel, and I Dremeled around it, and I was able to stick it in. And even though it doesn't look so pretty anymore, once you put it in, you're not even gonna notice. The main blade plug was another issue. It was actually longer than it's supposed to, and it was also thick as well, so it's kind of a pain in the butt to get out too. So what I ended up doing with this is an adapter that I got from Bendu Armory. It is an adapter for a 7/8 blade. That way you can fit the blade into a 1-inch blade socket. So what I did is I ended up just trimming it, and I actually went ahead and Dremeled around, and then Dremeled the inside. That way, because this kind of screws on, that way it fits in there nice, and it goes right in. It's not flush, you know, it does sink down a tiny bit, I mean, but you can always just pull out a little bit, tighten it up for display, and it worked perfectly fine. Now, in order to get to the chassis, there is the wire right here. You will pull that wire out, flip it over, and you remove this second hex key screw or hex screw. Don't remove these because these are going to be the retention for the chassis. You don't want to do that. So this one here, we'll pull this one out. Now it is on a J-lock system, very, very similar to a Graflex. So all you gotta do is just turn, and then pull right out. Jeremy went ahead and printed out a red chassis for this, and it's beautiful here. You can see KR Krorssguard, Solo Sabers. As usual, a very, very, very clean install. A lot of people have complained that this Hilt has a lot of wobble, and it does, actually, it really does. And why? It was because of the chassis. You could see, let's see if you can hear it. It does have that wiggle there, and that's because there's nothing for it to hold on to. These screws are also not long enough for the chassis to, you know, for it to keep tension on. So it does wobble a little bit, and that is the biggest complaint about this lightsaber. A lot of people said. I feel it when I'm swinging around, and it does get a little scary because it feels like it's gonna break, but you know, it didn't break on me, thank God. But I mean, you know, it's all good. You know, it's still a super, super clean lightsaber. Definitely do not want to hold it through here. You definitely want to hold it from the actual hilt itself. Now this hilt does use a 21700 battery. It doesn't use 18650 like the last one I had. This has a little bit more juice to help power this entire hilt. It does have CC Sabers in the inside here for the side, and the CC Sabers just in the inside as well. So I like CC Sabers. I'm a fan of CC Sabers. I mean, the Grandmaster was amazing, and just what they use, I prefer it. We can go ahead and power this thing on. I will go ahead and place this right in here. So I'm not really sure what happened. I filmed the next clip to what that just was, and I don't know what happened to it. I filmed it, I don't know what happened to it. But basically, in that clip, I was just saying that I ended up buying these blades off of Shapeways. They come empty, and I sent it out, and these are to be installed. Any installer can install these. The problem, though, is the LEDs don't go to the very end. It leaves a dark spot about right there. So what I ended up doing is I reached out to Powells Power-Up, and he makes his own, and they light up at the very, very end of the actual blade itself. They're very small. You can see a size difference in them, and you will see a big comparison between the two when they're actually in the hilt. So I kind of just wanted to throw that in there so you guys knew, because that footage is missing. I don't know what happened to it. So with that being said, let's just take a closer look at the KR Sabers Krorssguard right now. All right, you guys, so here is both the side blades installed. Now you can see there is quite a difference when it comes to length. You can see the proplicators is super, super long. The one thing I really love about the proplicators is it has these little ones that stick out. So it really, really puts in detail in the actual side blade itself. But it's just unfortunately how long it is. Powell's doesn't have that much detail, but it has a good sizable length that to me makes more sense. And then the LED actually goes all the way to the very end. So to me, I'm gonna pick Powell's over the proplicators only because of functionality and actually the length of that side blade. To me, it just looks a lot better. Let me go ahead and turn off these lights so I can power both of them on. You can see the difference in how they look. All right, so here it is. So you can see that dark spot right in here, and it just doesn't light all the way up, and it's just not very appealing to me. And just the length, you can just see, that thing is long, and it's, to me, it's just Powell's is way better and just something I can prefer. You can see that there is a delay, just like that. I feel like in The Force Awakens that the delay was more prominent in The Force Awakens compared to the other ones. As you know, the sequels, you know, continued. Personally, I don't like the sequels. That's just me. But that delay wasn't really there, and I actually preferred it.
Kylo Ren.
Here is The Last Jedi's. And The Rise of Skywalker.
Kylo Ren.
Again, you can just see the difference in length and just the fact that the LEDs don't go all the way. It kind of sucks, and it's just the money you pay for it and to get it installed. And it's not the installer's fault. A lot of installers will tell you the exact same thing. The issue with it is that exact thing. And again, it's not the installer's fault. It's just the design of it, unfortunately. Now, I did end up getting something else from the propagator. This is actually something I really like, and that is going to be the blade sleeve, which goes on the base of the blade itself. Literally, all you gotta do is just take your blade, feed it right through, push it all the way down, and it gives it that unstable look. I really wish a Propagator would release one that goes all the way down or stacked on top of each other. I know that Powell's Power-Ups actually offers that, but I like this one because it's very, very, very thin and it would not add too much weight on there. I'm not sure how much weight Powell's actually adds on there, but I mean, at least as of now, he's the only one in the Saber community who offers one as clean as his. So, I mean, it's a give and take. I'll go ahead and add the blade on here. And for the purpose of this video, I am going to just take out the Propagator's side blade and I will go ahead and add Powell's because I like that one better. So that's just me.
I'll show you the dark side. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I'll show you the dark side. Kylo Ren. And when I kill you, I will have killed the last Jedi. Kylo Ren. You can't hide, right? Not from me. I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head. Traitor! You know what I've come for. Wherever you are hard to find. Supreme Leader. Such spunk. Take that ridiculous thing off. Skywalker lives. The seed of the Jedi Order lives.
This is an N1 starfighter.
All right, you guys, so that covers my review on the KR Sabers Krorssguard. Now, of course, there are some issues with the hilt. There are some minor changes I personally would change. I don't think that they were fixed on the latest release of the KR Sabers Krorssguard. I don't think they were actually fixed. I think those issues are still actually there. Now, this is not meant for heavy dueling, anything like that. Normally, it always sits on my shelf right up there, and you can kind of see it's empty, and normally that's where it sits. So I'm okay with some of those little issues that the Hilt does have. Now, the install was super quick. Literally, I sent it out to Jeremy. It took a couple of days, obviously, because of the post office, and Jeremy messaged me the next day. Literally told me that it was ready. So it was a super quick turnaround time. Jeremy, right now, I believe is moving, so his turnaround time isn't gonna be the greatest because he is currently moving, you guys. So as of right now, he's super busy, but I will still recommend you guys hitting him up to see if he's available for any future installs. If you guys like this review, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. You guys, it really helps me out. I told myself that I'm going to start putting out some more content for you guys. I know I slacked off a little bit. Things happen, life happens, but you know what? I am back. I am going to start pushing out more content for you guys. I have a bunch of other lightsabers to review to you guys, a couple unboxings as soon as those get here, which I'm hoping happens very soon. All right, you guys, if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram at @TheNerdDad, I will leave a link in the description down below to where you guys can follow me there. Now, if you guys have any questions regarding this Hilt, please feel free to ask. I have no problem answering you guys' questions. I actually enjoy answering your guys' questions. I try to reply as fast as possible, and I think I'm actually doing pretty good at replying. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you.